All right, vlog 6 of half marathon training. I already finished my run. I totally forgot to vlog at the beginning, but anyway, I wore the Nike Wild Horses again today. I got them to 10 miles total so far, and I went to the trail near my house, but I did not do the buffed out trail this time. I did the offshoots. And holy hell, is it easy to get lost in there. I got really lost at one point and ended up basically having to do like some rock climbing to get back on the trail, because I hit a point where I was at the bottom of this little valley, could not find my way back to save my life. But it was fun. I had a really fun run. I really prefer trail running to road running or doing loops on a track or doing a treadmill. It is just a big difference, a lot more fun, and you're focusing so much more on like not tripping over stuff or like getting hit in the face with branches. There was a lot of ducking branches on this trail, a lot of growth over the trail for sure. So you're more focused on that than you are on any discomfort with your breathing and stuff. So I had a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure my GPS was like bowing out a lot of the times on that little twisty trail, because I'm pretty sure I did more than 4 miles. I think my GPS was struggling because it's these goofy little offshoots, and when I've hiked those offshoots before, I noticed that my GPS didn't handle it very well. So I'm pretty sure I actually accidentally did a little over 4 miles, but whatever, it was fun. I had a great time. The Nike Wild Horses did really good. Again, I have the bottoms of my feet and the tips of my toes are feeling kind of raw, but they've been feeling like that for like the last week. And they just seem to be kind of like, just feeling kind of, I don't have a better way of putting it than raw, like almost sunburnt or something. But anyway, I've been feeling like that every time I go for a run for the last like week. I've tried switching up my socks and stuff. Haven't noticed that it makes a difference. I'm probably gonna get back in the habit of putting petroleum jelly, slathering it all over my feet before I go on runs, like I was doing before, back when I was being a bit blister prone. But yeah, the Nike Wild Horses still did good. However, I did step on a rock that poked my foot really hard towards the end, and my foot was already feeling a little tender there, so maybe that's why it felt so sensitive. But I remember when I hit it thinking, wait a minute, I thought these shoes had rock plates. Like, I thought there was a rock plate in these shoes, but maybe not. I don't know, like, or it's just not the most protective rock plate. But they handled everything pretty well. I had some points where I was like, oh, I don't know if my shoes are going to be able to handle this. But they did okay. So yeah, I had a great time today. I'm looking forward to going home and having a beer and just chilling out the rest of the day and cycling through laundry that I need to get done. But that's the plan. I'm glad I had that good run, because I was feeling a little bit down. I had to take that dog to the local shelter this morning, and the gal there sounded kind of cynical about how a lot of people have been dumping dogs recently. I guess a lot of people have got dogs and pets at the start of the pandemic, and then they basically got bored of them and have been like abandoning them instead of taking them to shelters at least, you know? It's like, I'm sorry, but you're a garbage human being if you dump your dog somewhere instead of taking them somewhere where they have no chance of getting hit by a car or something. Like, just take them to a shelter if you have to give up your pet, or spend at least a little bit of time looking for somebody who will take the dog, you know? I've only had to give up a dog twice in my life. Once when I was a little tiny kid, we got this dog, which we got from somebody else because they couldn't handle him, and we had to give him up because he was so obsessed with me as a little kid. Like, he was crazy protective of me. He was a German Shepherd, and he loved me and hated everybody else. And anyway, he had this horrible habit of when I would leave to school during the day, he would go nuts, and he literally would dig his way through walls and doors trying to find me. But that didn't make us give him up. No, that wasn't what made us give him up. What made us have to give him up is he was so protective of me that when my little brother would do things like hit me, the dog would bark at him and growl at him and stuff. And my little brother was a little snot and wouldn't get the hint to maybe stop doing that. And one day the dog had had enough and he bit my brother on the face. And my parents were like, nope, can't have that. So we had to find him somewhere else to live. But we found him somewhere else to live. We didn't like just dump him somewhere or even take him to a shelter. Speaking of which, I'm actually driving by the shelter, and the dog, the animal control officer said that I was welcome to come by and visit that dog. So I think since I'm driving past it, I'm gonna go drop in real quick and go say hi to the dog. That way he can at least transition a little bit easier, because he was kind of used to me and he was a real sweetheart. But I figure that might help him transition a little bit better if he can get visits from somebody who he was getting a little bit attached to. But anyway, and then I had to give up another dog once, mainly because I needed to get the dog into a safe environment. I was in a relationship that I couldn't quite get out of until I could get out of it, and that person wasn't nice to the dog. So I had to get her into a safe environment, and I went on Craigslist and I found an owner who was looking for a running partner for his daughter who was in track and field, but they didn't want her running alone in winter when none of her friends wanted to run with her. So, and he would be a great running buddy, or sorry, Coda, that was my dog. And to this day, I still like cry when I think about it sometimes, because I love that dog, but I needed to get her somewhere safe and somewhere that was a better environment for her. And she got to go live with a little like 14-year-old girl who loved running and who needed a running buddy so that she could go out running on her own and be safer and have a dog with her. So I'm happy for that dog, but I do miss that dog. I love that dog a lot. But anyway, this is a long vlog, not much about running, and mostly just about like being a responsible pet parent. Don't be a jerk and dump your dog somewhere. Like, at least take him to a shelter. Hell, like, I mean, I know that most shelters charge you for surrendering your dog, and I hate to encourage people to lie, but if you really have to take them to shelter and the money is that much of an issue, just lie and say it was a stray. Like, but don't just dump it somewhere, because then it would have been a stray anyway. So you're not even lying that much by that point. But don't do that. That's like just a bad person. You're a bad person if you do that. I'm going to say that right now. And I can't believe my husband suggested that we just let him back out again because he didn't want him in the house. And he's like, he'll be fine. He'll find his way home. And I'm like, no, he keeps running across this busy 5-lane road near us. I'm like, I'm not letting him back out. One, he could get hit by a car, which is bad for the dog. It's also bad for whoever hits him, because that wrecks your car. Two, people could slam on the brakes and cause an accident. People could die, like, because they're trying to avoid hitting the dog or something. Like, no, that's completely irresponsible. Don't do that. Like I was literally on the border of, like, Calvin, if you don't drop it and quit suggesting that, like, I don't think I can stay married to you. Like, seriously, because this makes you a bad person in my eyes, and I'm not sure that I could stay married to somebody that I think of as a bad person. But anyway, I'm here at the shelter. I'm gonna go visit that pup real quick and drop in and say hi to him. Maybe with any luck, maybe his owners showed up and found him. Oh, I certainly hope that would be the case, but I doubt it. But I'm gonna go in and check on him and say hi and see if maybe he's doing okay. Anyway, that's the end of this vlog. Not a ton of running related stuff, other than I did good. I think I averaged like 13 something a mile, though I suspect that that's inaccurate because I think my GPS was being wonky. But it was a terrific run, very windy trail, tons of roots to have to jump over and logs jumping over, and at one point some literal rock climbing where I had to get a running head start to go up a hill that was like this, that was dirt, and then grab onto a tree and then pull my way up. It was fun. I had a great day. But anyway, that's it. I keep saying that's it, but I keep not ending the vlog. But yeah, so far successful day, and we're having a good one. Bye bye.